Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My channel is Wisdom and Impact Studios, and this channel is dedicated to inspirational messages, my faith, my leadership journey, and mainly purposeful living. You can also find me on GKS Network on YouTube, and of course Wisdom and Impact Studios. For my first video, I go back to almost a decade ago when I used to write a lot of materials. I do a quick review of a very important book that I wrote several years ago, which is themed Building Success. So several years ago, I wrote this book, as you can clearly see on your screen. But then I've written a number of books, and this channel will be dedicated to doing reviews of all of those materials and how that has impacted my faith journey over the years. I do a quick review of the first chapter of the book, Building Success, and I quote from a very important leader who passed away, unfortunately, several years ago, Miles Monroe, who said that true success is not a project but a journey. And I read the first paragraph in the book. Success is at the core of every human pursuit in this cosmos, but the term has largely been misunderstood by millions in this life journey. In part, our education system has played a major contributing factor to this misunderstanding. And here I point a finger specifically on the grading system and the ranking system. I remember several years ago when I was in Ashimota School, there was a situation where we were seated according to our performance in class, and that pits it puts people against each other. The competition is between individuals, and we tend to think of success in the light of I'm doing better than person A, or I'm doing better than person B. But then success, as I have written in this book, goes beyond and does not really relate to whether you have done better than person A, or you have a nicer home or a nicer car than person A or person B. But then I go back to the book and I read. Success in life is not outclassing or outbidding other people. You can always find somebody who is doing less than you are doing, so you think you are successful. A lot of the unnecessary rivalry we witness today across all spheres of life can be attributed to a lack of understanding about what success really means. And I think this is at the core of it. A lot of people kill just to make what others are making. The unnecessary rivalry, the murder, the theft cases, etc. This is a misunderstanding we have about success in life. So the question really is, what then is success? How would we consider ourselves as successful? Perhaps if we are on a dying bed at the age of 80 or 90, how do we look back and say we have been successful? So let's go back again to one of the chapters that I wrote. It says, life success is rooted in identifying the reason for your existence and fulfilling this purpose. And this puts it in a proper perspective where you tend to understand that you are in no competition with anybody. The biggest challenge you face is becoming a better version of yourself, identifying why you are here on planet Earth, what you have to do, what you have to achieve, and working each day towards improving yourself and achieving that goal. For some people, it may be, if you look at the likes of Elon Musk, you could clearly tell that he's really built to make life multiplanetary, and you can identify this in his speech every day. So he works every day towards that goal. There are a lot of great men and women. Nelson Mandela, for instance, I am very certain that at the point of his death, he could look back and say that I was really born to bring freedom to the people of South Africa, and he would be happy and content with the fact that he was able to live out his potential. And that is what success means. So you are not in competition with a person you are seated with in the office. You are not in competition with your brother or your sister, but you are in competition with yourself to make the best out of your life. Let me go on and read some portions of the book. Everything that exists under the sun was created because there was something that God wanted accomplished on earth that required it. The sun was created to primarily provide light. Fruit-bearing trees and herbs were created to serve as food for mankind. So, I mean, everything around us, the camera that I'm using at the moment, is serving its purpose because whoever worked on it designed it such that it would function and give me this utility. The lights and everything, my home, my bed, everything comes with a purpose. And human beings, I am of the conviction as a Christian that we are here, which the Bible is very explicit about it, that we are here for a purpose. Ultimately, is to give glory. Our lives are supposed to give glory to God. But then, at the end of the day, what are we here to do? What are we here to achieve? We all have a responsibility in discovering what unique purpose or role we are here on earth to achieve. I'll read the last part of the chapter, not a chapter, but I read the last paragraph in this book. You can get this book on Amazon. I'll be doing short reviews of various books, various parts of this book. So I urge you on. You can see the rest of the other books on your screens. You can make a purchase and you can read and have a good understanding of what success really means for yourself. So let me read one part of it. Success in this life is simply impossible without purpose. That is why it is important. That is why it is important to seek your purpose in this life. How to seek your purpose and fulfill your destiny is a topic that has been adequately addressed in this book. Answers to Life's Foundational Questions. So here I also point you to another book. Actually, this is my first book that I wrote. So I recommend readers to get a copy. Then I end with this quote. Success in life is simply coming to the level of your best, making the most of your abilities and possibilities. I urge you all to make it a point, make it a responsibility, make it a passion to be the best version of yourself. Don't be influenced, don't be swayed by the noise. Don't be swayed by the lights, and don't be swayed by social media. Keep your head focused, keep your eyes on the goal, and get a work done. Become a better version of yourself tomorrow. And at the end of the day, you live a fulfilling life. Thank you very much for joining, for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, Wisdom and Impact Studios. You can also follow me on GKS Network, where I come with you with more purposeful and insightful videos. Thank you. Until our next video, have a lovely day. Bye-bye.